PLSQL stands for Procedural Structured Query Language. It is the procedural extension of SQL implemented by Oracle Corporation. PLSQL is not a standalone programming language. It is only used within Oracle tools like the Oracle Database and the Oracle Server. PLSQL combines powerful procedural processing language mechanisms such as conditional logic, sequence, and iteration with the powerful data manipulation capabilities of SQL. It was designed to compensate for the shortcomings of standard SQL. SQL is declarative, meaning the statements simply state what they want and the database goes ahead and does it. The statements do not explicitly tell the database how to do it. This in itself is extremely useful for static operations, such as reporting and simple data modification. But it fails to solve complex, real-world data processing problems. For example, standard SQL alone cannot be used to process everyday transactions where the success or failure of interdependent queries must be managed together, or where processing decisions have to be made automatically. These types of transactions can be easily handled by PLSQL. Advantages of PLSQL include: it is tightly integrated with SQL, the standard database language. Thus, most SQL constructs and data types are available for use. Code reuse. Frequently used PLSQL statements can be integrated into functions and procedures for reuse. For example, a single delete PLSQL procedure can be used by several calling applications. Object orientation. The object-oriented programming concept of encapsulation can be implemented with packages. Exception handling. Errors in PLSQL statements can be caught and managed so that the application shuts down in a controlled and consistent manner. Better performance. The use of stored procedures improves performance because one execution plan is used to execute several SQL statements on the database server. This reduces the network overhead and improves throughput of individual SQL statements. Easy maintenance. Once a stored procedure has been written and tested, several applications can start using it. Any changes required will only be made in the single stored procedure. Portability. Since the code is compiled and stored in the Oracle database, it can be used by any application which connects to the Oracle database. Overview of PLSQL. PLSQL enables the use of procedural constructs available in other third-generation languages. Some of these constructs include variables, constants, error handling, transaction statements, control statements, and composite data types. PLSQL programs are written by grouping a collection of logically related statements in blocks. There are three types of blocks, including anonymous blocks, procedures, and functions. Anonymous blocks are unnamed and are not stored for re-execution and sharing within the database. They can only be reused by saving them in a script file and invoking the file at runtime. To make an anonymous block reusable, they must be rewritten as functions or procedures. Functions and procedures are compiled and stored in the database and can be reused or shared with other applications. Functions and procedures are collectively called subprograms. PLSQL statements are executed using a PLSQL engine.